A lot of people are upset about all of these images of rioters in Los Angeles waving the Mexican flag. If the pros love Mexico so much, people are asking, why are they so upset when the U.S. enforces laws against illegal entry? Now, imagine for a moment that a group of Americans, including myself, were in Mexico City and began throwing bricks at police officers, smashing store windows, setting fire to government vehicles, and waving the American flag. We would not walk away unharmed. And yet in Los Angeles, did exactly that.
They're out there fighting for our freedom, and they're out there fighting for our right for free speech. National Guardsmen, you breaking soldiers, you think you're gonna march in those streets and tell those people to shut? That is what you decided to fight for. You chose to defend us against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and you failed. And that's why they're out there on those streets. So who the you to tell them to shut up? Why don't you grow up here and tell me your fucking name? Because my name is Alex and
You're running us over, you're shooting us, all because of the color of our skin. All because we have culture, we brought it here.
These people can change. I knew this is coming. Have all the meltdown. I don't know if you've seen this. Yes, Libras are melting down on social media for reasons we all know. I've been reporting on this topic now for the second day. If you have not seen what is happening, first take a look at this video.
You're running us over, you're shooting us, all because of the color of our skin. All because we have culture, we brought it here, and we are who we are, and we love it here, and we help people here. That's what we're known for. We help people, and yet we're getting terrorists. We're going through this. Our families are being our babies are literally ripped from our hands. If someone could please tell me if there's something we can do if there's something we could do to help our people. Please just imagine yourself in our situation. Imagine your people are being tased. They're being ran over. If you literally cannot have empathy for someone, I don't know what to tell you. You're an evil ass human being, and you need help, and you need God. You have no heart, and hell, there's a special place in hell for you. Karma is real, and God will take care of them. This is so heartbreaking. I don't know what we could do to help. I feel so helpless. I just want to help with something. I just want this to end. I just want there to be peace like there was peace. I just want that. That's all I want.
No, it wasn't peace. And so they want to then condemn us to hell because we believe in structure and order. Never mind the fact that you came over here illegally and that you broke the law. You knew you were breaking a law, or at least your parents knew that they were breaking a law. And y'all just absolutely destroyed your own country. So shout out to whatever respective country that a lot of these people are from. Right now, I see a lot of Mexicans are the ones that are complaining about they are getting y'all up out of here.
You think that you're just gonna go arrest a bunch of because they're out there doing something you're to a freaking do? They're out there fighting for our freedom.
Yes, I don't know why these people are melting down like this. When you take a look at this, Trump threatened to arrest Governor Newsom and call early rather in extremely concerning. Governor Newsom responded to this immediately. There is something these people don't understand. Democrats have no issues with millions crossing the border illegally, but the moment the law get enforced in California, they scream division. They are mad. Trump is interpreting the plan and will try to gaslight the public into outrage against Trump to stop him from enforcing the law. That is what I've realized with these people. It is high time people realize what is going on. I've seen a lot of videos circulating on social media about this whole situation. Extremely concerning. I just want to show you what exactly is happening, people's reactions on social media. If you love what I'm doing here, please check, subscribe, and if possible, share the video.
Make no mistake, what the Trump administration is trying to do in response to tests in California and across the country is to stoke fear and escalate tensions rather than de-escalate tensions. It is straight out of the authoritarian playbook. That's what Trump is all about. Trump is trying to act like a king and a bully, and anyone who disagrees with him will be punished. But we will not stand for it. No one, Democrat or Republican, should be silent in the face of this administration's authoritarian action.
Don't let this Congress member lie to you. Here's what's actually happening. Trump and the federal government are actually deciding to enforce the law in California, specifically in Los Angeles right now. The local government in Los Angeles said they will not participate in helping ICE actually do their jobs. So ICE is attempting to do their jobs, and there are people who are attacking ICE, breaking out. I mean, you see it everywhere. So Trump then takes over the National Guard and sends it in to actually help ICE. Again, remember, because the local government said they're not going to do it. What he's doing is he's lying and trying to manipulate people's emotions. And he's trying to distract you from the fact that they don't want the law enforced in California. Because if you truly think about this, all of this is happening because the federal government is deciding to enforce immigration law in California. Democrats do not want that because the more people that get removed out of California, the lower their census numbers will be in 2030. Census numbers do not only count citizens, they count people. So all the illegals that are in California are contributing to California having more weight in federal elections. So the Democrats want to keep illegals there because it benefits them. So again, all of this is happening because Trump is actually enforcing the law. Not because he's a dictator, but they need to lie to you and try to emotionally manipulate you so you can side with them because they're the side who is not siding with federal law. They don't want the law enforced. So to distract you from how morally bankrupt what they're doing is, they have to try to paint Trump as the dictator. When in reality, he's the president enforcing laws and protecting his citizens. They just don't like it because they want power. And millions of illegals in California helps give them power and helps keep them in power.
This is beautiful. This guy said it all. This is exactly what is going on. And Democrat will pretend, gaslight, try to manipulate. So you believe that Trump is this, Trump is that. When I look at the response, Gavin Newsom is putting out on social media, Gavin Newsom said Trump created a crisis so as to do this, to do that, not acknowledging that California has a problem. That is where I have an issue. You understand? He accepted these people to come in. Yeah, like this guy said, taking a look at the video, the view caused one of civil war after Trump sent a National Guard.
So counterproductive to the very cause that you're advocating for.
Well, and it feeds into what he wanted to do. What he wants to do is he wants to create a scene. He wants to say, I was justified in sending in the National Guard because look at how violent foreign policy. His ratings are dropping
Even
like
on immigration,
like rocks. But there's one catch.
Is it like under 30%?
Current support right now, though, is that 66% of the American public actually thinks it is crime enough to be undocumented and therefore deported.
That it's criminal to be undocumented?
Yes, it is not. You know how the disagreement was in the beginning? We were told it was going to be criminals, and I think everyone at this table would agree.
Yeah.
Criminals, fine. But a very important distinction was 60% of the American public, 2/3 of independents, 90% of Republicans, and just a little under half of Democrats think the crime is in being undocumented.
Even if it's a civil offense.
Yes.
Yeah,
so what I'm
true.
saying is a massive amount of this country actually agrees with not how he's doing it, but with what he's doing.
So there's
I think
misinformation out
the
there.
strategy here is he's leaning into a scene right now, creating a bigger thing because it is the one thing that he remains
Well, let's
supportive.
fix that right now because it is not illegal to be undocumented. It is not a crime to be undocumented.
But what they're
People
saying
are
is the
not
problem is that they
No,
are
but I'm just saying
it's not
we need to put that information out
But
there.
I don't
It is
think-
a civil infraction.
Yeah, and I don't
not
think
criminal.
it's actually
Right.
broadly a misunderstanding. I think that 60% of Americans believe it's a civil offense and that if you come here and you're undocumented, that you should be deported.
But he's actually lost some points on the way he's handling immigration, not the border.
Absolutely.
And
It's the only place he remains
but
strong.
I think a lot of Americans voted for him on immigration, thinking he was going to deport gang members and criminals. And he is deporting our friends, our neighbors, mothers, fathers, people working hard to make America actually function. And this is not what I think a lot of people voted for.
In this fight, my money is...
All of this is about immigration enforcement.
Interview to NBC's Jacob Soboroff, who also has spent the past 8 years running cover for illegals. Very, very concerned about children of illegals being separated from their families under President Trump. Under President Biden, did not appear to give two shits about it. I didn't see the lead NBC News report last week as we heard about the number of them who are now being found in the hands of these so-called sponsors.
You know, if we just take a look at the baseline numbers here, this is Trump's net approval rating on immigration. It's gone up like a rocket. Compare now versus 8 years ago during Trump's first term. Look at this.
Thank you, guys. I believe you've seen what exactly is going on for people who usually complain, like, why are you putting videos after your clips? The last few minutes behind my videos, that is just for the YouTube algorithm. They hardly pick up videos on this channel for reasons I don't know. They don't recommend, so we struggle every single day to continue to put out videos. Please bear with me. If you see it, you can even stop here. No reason to even watch it to the end.
OGPA, he had a...
Who effing who?
People line up for my advice. And you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like, I've written books. I've given speeches.
Why don't we choose more carefully who we're going to lionize? Not just us, but like the Harvards and the MITs of the world. Look,
There are just many natural reasons why marriage, infertility, trying to have kids makes things difficult. It's like, I try to tell couples, of course it's hard. Just listen to what I said.
there's something wrong with this person. Like, she's seriously depressed here, and actually found a way to bitch and moan about how hard it is to live.
Of Donald Trump's post this morning. Justice will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial.
Require Carmelo to run. He had
100.
Has been overwhelming. The lies in their...
I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Wrong. Good.
What if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one.
Because she's fearful of what might happen to her.
Followers for anything. And then
Registration Act is
talking about this man, Killmonger.
My summary of the first 100 days is that
if film and TV productions continue to
first term, and you will be very...
Once again, the field was littered with Wintour does every year. This Carmelo Anthony case.
Live in the White House. Many people
like little unhinged drunk.
And black people don't want to live around wretched black people.
From an employee, and they had a brother.
Let me offer a few numbers. The first number I'll offer is a percentage.
So Karen Bass released